Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn how to set up a product for point of sale in Odoo 19 in a step-by-step manner. So basically, correct product setup is very important because POS works differently from the sales and inventory. All you know that, right? So let's see how to do it properly. First of all, let's head over to the product session under the POS module because here we are at the dashboard. And there we have the product. By clicking on there, you can find all the product that have been inside your POS and controlled by them as well. And let's click on the new button. So this is similar way to creating a product inside the sales and the purchase or inventory module. So such as like that, we are going to create a POS product. So first of all, we need to give a particular name for the product. So here I'm going to create a product which is called notebook. Okay, a notebook. And let me give some priority for this particular product. And there you can find that here we are opened this creation of product, which means inside the point of sales. So that's why Odoo is, defaultly enable the point of sales, because if you want to appear this particular or if you want to show this particular product inside the point of sales, you need to click on or you need to enable the point of sale option from here itself. And we are actually enable the sales and purchase because we need to sell and purchase the particular product from the vendor and to the customer as well. Okay, and under the general information, there we have the product type. So you can simply choose the product type, which is a good, service, or combo. So you all know that goods are tangible material and merchandise you provide, and a service is non-material product you provide. So here we are actually going to put this as a good because notebook is a tangible one and we can simply see and touch about that particular product. So here it is already enabled as a goods, and the invoicing policy is based on the ordered quantity. And if you want to track the inventory, you can simply track it, and you can track it as by the quantity or by unique serial number or by lots as well. And you can show what are the on-hand quantity of the product as well. So let me provide it as 10 unit. So here I'm putting the on-hand quantity as 10 units. And there you can see the sales price, sales taxes, and as well everything. So here you can provide how much price that you're going to sell this notebook to your customer. So let me provide it as $5, and you can simply provide the sales tax. If you guys are going to provide any sales tax for this particular product, you can simply provide them. And then we have the ever tax category as well. So if you want to provide any ever tax category, you can provide them. And then we have the cost. So you are actually mentioning the actual value of the product that you guys are going to purchase from a vendor. So let me provide it as $3. Once I'm done with that, there we have the purchase tax as well. So if you're going to purchase this product from a vendor, if you need to add any purchase tag that including this particular product, you can simply provide them. And there we have the category. So basically, category is the important thing inside a product because the costing method and the inventory valuation, all things are done under the category. So you need to provide a particular category. So let me move to search more, and I want to take a category from here. So let me take it as the goods. Okay. So once I'm done with that, you can move to the internal link of the product, category, and moving on to there you can find the category. And if you want to provide any parent category, you can provide them. And there we have the logistic. If you want to provide any force removal strategy, you can provide them. And there we have the reserve packaging as well. Like if you guys are going to pack this under the reserve only for full packaging or reserve partial packaging, like if this product have a packaging type, you can simply provide them as well. And there we have the account properties, and there you can find the income account, expense account, stock account, and stock variation as well. So you can provide every account details regarding this product from the category itself. And there we have the important thing, which means the inventory valuation. Under the inventory valuation, the costing method is provided by the standard price. So there we have two more things, which means first in, first out, and average cost. So you can choose as wise what kind of costing method that you guys are going to provide for this particular product in the category as well. So you need to choose a category in a wise manner, because you are going to provide a costing method as per the category. Okay. And there we have the inventory valuation. So it can be chosen by the periodic or the perpetual wise. So it is set up as periodic, and you can see all the category things inside while you're moving on to the internal link, and you can find the product that have been put inside the category. So let me move to the product side, and there we have, and we are set up a category, and if you want to provide any reference, you can provide them. And if this particular product have any barcode, so since you are using the point of sales, you all know that you can simply add the product by giving a barcode. Okay, so you can provide the barcode if this particular product have a barcode, and there we have the company as well. Okay, and moving on to the point of sales, here it is the main thing. Like we have to weight with scale, which means check if the product should be weighted using the hardware scale integration. So if you want to giving this particular option or enable this option for this necessary action, you can provide them. And there we have the category. So you all know that we have already set up a category inside the general information. So why we are actually providing a category inside the point of sale? You all know that if you want to search for a product inside the POS module, you need to set up a category for them. Okay. So here I can simply provide a category. So let me provide it as others. So under the others, I can simply see the product which is notebook, and you can simply give a color for this notebook or available in self orders. So which means if this product is available in the self order screen, you can simply enable them. And there we have the description. So if you want to provide any particular information about your product, you can simply give them. Okay, so any particular brand or something like that, you can simply provide under the description, so your customer and the salesperson can see them. Okay, and there we have the urban piper, which means the point of sale. Check this if the product is available for food delivery, so you can simply provide them. If this product is a food, you can give them. Okay, select a point of sales for online orders as well. And there we have the upsell and cross sell. POS optional product, which means you can simply recommend any additional product. If I'm selling the notebook, I can add an additional product as pen as an upsell or cross sell. So one of the customer is entering to our shop and seeing this particular notebook, if they need any pen, it's actually upsell for us. So you can provide an optional product under this particular tab. And there we are, there is actual thing about the point of sales, and there we have the attribute and variance. So if the particular notebook have different kind of attributes or variants, you can simply provide them, like adding the line, and you can add what kind of attribute that you are going to give, like any brand for the notebook, you can provide them, and you can add the values of the brand as well, like what are the brands that have been created. Okay, and there you can configure them as well from here itself. So here in this notebook, I'm not going to give any kind of attributes or variants. You guys can give them. And under the sales section, you can simply see all the sales options regarding the notebook, which means upsell and cross-sell, short description, expense, rental, and gelato. And we have the prices. Under the prices, if you want to provide any particular price list for this notebook, you can simply provide them. And it also enabled inside the POS. So the price of the product should be calculated based on them. And then we have the purchase tab. Under the purchase tab, you can provide a vendor. So if the product is in out of stock, we need to trigger some replenishment order, right? So for that purpose, you can simply provide the vendor. So Odoo will automatically create or trigger a purchase order choosing this correct vendor and the name and the cost and everything. Okay. And under the inventory, if you guys are tracking the product product inside the stock, you can see them. And if you want to provide any kind of rules under the operation, which means the drop ship, once you need to drop ship the product from the vendor to the customer directly, you can enable them as well. And here we have the logistic. Under the logistic, you can provide the weight, volume, customer lead, and everything. And under the traceability, there we have the HS code, origin of the goods and version. And lastly, here we have the description for the receipt and the description for delivery orders. So these things are similar thing that we are going to create a product inside the sales, purchase, or inventory. Okay. And there we have the accounting. You can simply provide all the accounting information about this particular product, and there we have the e-commerce session as well. So how you guys going to show this product under your e-commerce session? You can simply arrange them inside the e-commerce tab as well. So once I'm done with it, I can simply save this. Okay, before saving that, I want to add the image of the product. I just forgot about that. So let me provide them. Under the downloads, I want to see the notebook. So let me select them. Alright, let it load. So for easy identification and for a good sale, you can simply provide the image of the product. Okay, so let it load. Okay, here I'm enabled and loaded it is, and let me save this. Okay, so once you have created our product under the POS module, so there you can see our product which is enabled or which can be shown under the product dashboard. There we have the notebook and everything. Okay, so for creating a product in a simple manner, there we have a second option. For that, let's head over to the dashboard, and I'm moving to a particular shop. So let it be furniture shop. Alright, and I can move to this toggle icon, and there we have an option to create a product. So let me create a product by clicking on there, and you can add what is the product name. So let me provide the product name as marker. Okay, so you can provide the barcode number that is available for the marker. And there we have track inventory and the sale price of the product. So here I can show the sale price of the product. And if you want to enable the sales tax, you can also give them. And you can provide a POS category. So let me provide the POS category as miscellaneous. And let me remove the color and providing a yellow color, because I'm going to provide a yellow color marker. So let me add the product image as well. Alright, okay, so let me select this. It's uploading. Let's see. So once I'm done with that, I can save this. Okay, I can save this. So by clicking on them, I've saved this particular product, and moving on to the miscellaneous category, I can see the marker that we have created. Okay, like there you can find them. So I can simply search for that particular marker. Okay, so you can find them under the miscellaneous, or you can simply search for them and you can see them. Okay, so that's how simply you can create a product inside the POS module by in a manual way or a simple way. For the easy creation. Okay, so these are the thing about how to create a product inside POS module. So I hope you all understood this video. So if you like this video, please do subscribe, share with your friends. I'll be back with another video. Till that, bye bye.